Here's the video I was literally just talking about in the previous one from just a few minutes ago. How, well, let's just.
We're more than halfway through tonight's Democratic primary debate in Los Angeles. So far, the candidates have covered a wide range of topics, including impeachment, climate change, the economy, and fundraising. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren and South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg went after each other over how they raise money for their campaigns. Take a listen.
The mayor just recently had a fundraiser that was held in a wine cave full of crystals and served $900 a bottle wine. Think about who comes to that. He had promised that every fundraiser he would do would be open door, but this one was closed door. We made the decision many years ago that rich people in smoke-filled rooms would not pick the next president of the United States. Billionaires in wine caves.
Wow, I love how she just points out billionaires. Well, let me tell you something, bitch. Us regular people, us 99%, people, it ain't just billionaires. As a matter of fact, we love Donald Trump, but it's millionaires too. I'm just really curious how she dares to just point out. You notice when she said rich people, she had to throw in the word billionaire next because she knew she fucked up. She knew it. Let's watch it again. She knew she fucked up when she said rich people. And just if she had just left it as rich people, it would have meant her too. It would have meant her too. But she had to correct herself by adding the word billionaires. She knew she fucked up when she just said rich people. Watch again.
To that. He had promised that every fundraiser he would do would be open door, but this one was closed door. We made the decision many years ago that rich people in smoke-filled rooms would not pick the next president of the United States. Billionaires in wine caves.
See? She knew. Now, look at the next sentence that she said. Billionaires in wine caves. Now, mind you, she's talking about Buttigieg. I think that's his name, whatever. Anyway, she's talking about him. Thing is, again, the first sentence she said, rich people, which includes her. The next sentence, even though she knew she had to do cleanup real quick, because she knew I fucked up by saying rich people. Well, let me clean that up by saying billionaires. But the next part of that sentence was billionaires in smoke-filled caves, literally talking about Buttigieg. Here's the thing. He's not a billionaire. So she just put two words together that don't even go together. Again, she knew she fucked up by saying rich people, and then she had to correct it by saying billionaires, but then she fucked up in the same sentence by adding him in that sentence when he's not a billionaire. She can't eat. Oh my God, these Democrats really should just, when they talk off the cuff, they fuck up really bad, really bad. These motherfuckers should definitely stick to scripts because she fucked up by saying rich people, and then she fucked up she corrected herself by saying billionaires, but then fucked up by talking specifically about Buttigieg in that same sentence because he's not a billionaire. So let's watch it again because it's funny. It's funny to just watch over and over again the look on her face. If you catch it, you catch it. If you're a person like me that you are trained to read body language and everything, just watch her face. She knows she fucked up. And then she knows she fucked up again when because he corrects her after she includes him by talking about in smoke-filled caves, which is a direct shot at him. He immediately corrects her. As I said, let's watch it again, and then I'll let it play when he corrects her.
Go. That rich people in smoke-filled rooms would not pick the next president of the United States. billionaires in wine caves.
Wine caves. Oh, sorry, not smoke-filled rooms. Wine caves. So that is a direct shot at Buttigieg. You know, rich people, billionaires in wine caves. Buttigieg isn't a billionaire. So she fucked up by saying that. And then he corrects her because she's a dumbass.
Not pick the next president of the United States.
If I pledged never to be in the company of a progressive Democratic donor, I couldn't be up here. Senator, your net worth is 100 times mine. Now,
see how he got her? I got you. You know, bitch, your net worth is 100 times mine. But you're going to try and call me out for being rich. Bitch, aren't you rich too? You know, oh my God. I'm telling you, these Democrats are too stupid to run against Donald Trump. They're too stupid to run against themselves. Fuck.
if I pledged never to be in the company of a progressive Democratic donor, I couldn't be up here. Senator, your net worth is 100 times mine. Now, supposing that you went home feeling the holiday spirit, I know this isn't likely, but stay with me, and decided to go on to peteforamerica.com and give the maximum allowable by law, $2,800. Would that pollute my campaign because it came from a wealthy person? No, I would be glad to have that support. We need the support from everybody who is committed to helping us defeat Donald Trump.
All right, let's bring in Linda Tran from the Spin Room and Leslie Sanchez and Antoine Seawright on set in New York. Linda is a CBSN political contributor and Democratic strategist. Leslie is a CBS News political contributor and Republican strategist. Antoine is a CBS News political contributor and Democratic strategist. Antoine, the gloves are off.
Why do you have to have 2 to 1? I'm just real curious about that. You're saying that this is what gets me. You notice that on all of these panels that are Democratic and everything, these Democratic news stations and everything, they always have to have more Democratic analysts than Republican analysts. You're that threatened by us. You're that threatened by conservatives that you have to try and outnumber us. You can't have an equal number, which of course we know that's true. They are scared of us because they know damn well they're not as smart as we are. They know they're not. All right, let's see what you're saying, Polar. What's up? Psycho is trying to be Hillary dressed as Bernie. Yeah, but she's just a rich person, her damn self, lion-ass Pocahontas and shit. I'm more Native American than she is. My Native American, I did my DNA test. I am 1% Native American. She is less than 1%. I'm more Native American than that bitch is. Oh my God. What else did you say? Yeah, they're failing. They're failing. Oh my God. I truly cannot understand how people can watch them and then go, I'm going to vote for them. They have got to be the most drugged up or high individuals on the Democrats, just people who vote Democrat. They've got to be the most drunk, brainwashed. I'm trying to come up with an excuse how they can literally watch the same shit we're watching, the same shit, and still vote Democrat. I don't get it. Which, of course, I've had friends where they are like, I don't like any of the people on the Democratic side. I don't like any of them. I ain't voting for none of them. But I sure as hell ain't going to vote for Donald Trump. Whoa. You're not going to vote for the person who's actually doing the job. You're not going to vote for the person who's done more for this country than any other fucking president in the last, over 50 years he's done more for this country. You're not going to vote for that person just because you don't like him. Wow. You don't even like any of the people in your own fucking party because you know they're full of shit. And this is my Democratic friends saying this. They know Hillary is evil. They know she's full of shit. They know Warren is full of shit. They know all the Democrats are full of shit. But they won't vote for the person who's doing the goddamn job because he's not a nice guy. But he's doing the work That's the whole point. When you go to McDonald's, you expect the person to just fucking make your goddamn sandwich. You're not expecting to like the person behind the counter. You just want them to do the fucking job, right? The person who works on your car. You don't need to know the person or like the person as long as they do the fucking job, right? Donald Trump is doing the job. Who gives a fuck if you like him? That's what gets me about dumbass Democrats. Well, I don't like him. My question is he not doing the job? Well, yeah, but no, there's no but. There's no but. Well, there's more he could do. Whoa. I literally just said to you, he's doing more than any other president in the last over 50 fucking years. He's done more. Definitely did more than your boy fucking Obama. But you liked Obama because he was a likable guy, but he didn't do the job. I'm sorry, last time I fucking checked, I want the person to do the job. I could give a damn less if I like the person. I want them to do the job. I own a karaoke DJ company. The employees that work for me, got to get more shows if they want to do more shows because I'm retired. I mean, physical reasons, but if the employees want to get shows and whatever, they can. They can get shows. Great. But I would expect my employees to do the job. The customers don't need to like them. I mean, it'd be great if they did, which is why I want the people who work for me to be likable people, because it's a part of our job to do entertainment, to entertain people, take off the stress and everything of their work week when it's a karaoke show at a bar, things like that and stuff. Or if it's a quinceañera, a wedding, whatever, take off that stress by just providing the best entertainment, best memories possible. That's the job. So being likable is part of that job, but it doesn't stop them from doing their job. Well, it's the same for our president. I don't need to like the person as long as they're doing the job. And he's doing the job. Who gives a fuck if you like him? But that's Democrats for you. They don't even like any of the people that are running right now. They don't even like Hillary, which when they said that, I'm like, hold on. You don't even like anybody in your own fucking party because you don't trust them and you know for a fact that they're corrupt and they're not going to do the damn job. But you're against the person who you know is doing the work. You Democrats are just fucking retarded. You're retarded. See, got to point out, huge. I ain't worried about any of that stuff. Yeah. Hey, I got a lot of friends that, actually for medicinal purposes, literally for medicinal purposes, PTSD. I do the CBD oil, which helps. Anxiety. I have a lot of friends that actually do it for medicinal purposes, not the joke that you see in a lot of these TV shows. I'm doing it for medicinal purposes. No, a lot of my friends really are doing it for medicinal purposes, and I don't really care. A lot of my friends growing up were, did pot and all that other stuff and whatever. They didn't bother anybody, they just wanted to smoke their weed. They didn't care, but yeah, I do not understand how people can see the shit that is going on, the shit show that is going on with the Democrats and still be Democrats. And this isn't a new occurrence. This goes back to fucking Bill Clinton fucking up our country with NAFTA, which I'm glad for a president getting rid of that fucking bullshit. I live here in El Paso at the border. NAFTA almost destroyed this city. When all these companies, the company my wife was working for, the company I was working for, all went to Mexico when NAFTA happened. This city was almost, if it wasn't for Fort Bliss, this city just would have been a ghost town. It would have just been shit. Manufacturing, everything fucking moved to Juarez. So, yeah, NAFTA fucked a lot of shit up. So fuck Clinton. Fuck Clinton. Fuck Obama. So we're talking two-term president. Well, actually, both of them were two-term presidents, right? If I remember right. Clinton didn't really pay that much attention during his presidency and shit. but they didn't do anything for the country. They hurt the country. And yet people still vote fucking Democrat? What the fuck? Y'all should have voted for fucking Ross Perot back then. Damn Democrats, you should have voted for Ross Perot. Because I hate to tell you, but we need a businessman. Not a politician. We need a businessman to fix this fucking country. Let me see. What else you say, Polar? Yeah. I hear you, man. I hear you. Let's see. I didn't really watch what else was going on in this video, but let's see what else they got.
This is pretty much as heated as we saw in this debate. What did you make of that exchange and the sharp contrast here, right? That seems to be really a very almost personal kind of point here for Senator Elizabeth Warren and Mayor Pete Buttigieg.
First of all, there's nothing wrong with a little heated fellowship. It happens.
Okay, is that what you call that? Okay.
It happens. But I think the mayor has a point. I think some.
Hold on a second. How when it's on the Democratic side, it's a heated fellowship, but the same type of bickering on the Republican side, and oh my God, they fucking hate each other. You guys always give different rules for yourself. And again, people like me don't fall for the shit. We don't fall for the lies because we know it's bullshit.
Sometimes as Democrats, we get too cute and trying to play into certain things, thinking that's going to change the narrative about who ends up voting for us in the end. At the end of the day, we count ourselves as the Big Tent party. That means we should embrace anyone. Now, I'm not talking about the obvious things that are obvious red flags, but so what if someone has done well for themselves and they want to give us money or they want to host an event? I'm not going to turn them away. They didn't do it illegally. It's not foreign money. Why not embrace them? I don't think people should apologize for having people who want to donate them. Obviously, we're going to need those resources in order to compete with Leslie's money machine next year in the fall. I don't think we should get ourselves.
And see, this is my problem when it deals with running for president. It shouldn't be a rich person's game, period. Any average American over the age of 35, born American, is supposed to be able to run for president. Anyone. Why did it become just all about a bunch of fucking rich, well-off, silver spoon fucking people running for president? That should not be. I'm very thankful and glad for Donald Trump because he is doing what he's supposed to do, which is his job to work on this country. But it should not be just a bunch of rich fucking people running for this country, to run the country. It shouldn't be. It's supposed to be set up in the Constitution for any average American to run for president. Period. And I don't give a fuck, gay, straight, whatever. I don't transgender. I could give a shit less what the fuck you are, as long as you take care of America first. Period. We come first. This is our country. We come first. Fuck the illegals. Fuck the foreigners. Fuck anybody else. This is our country. Funny how every other country, when they elect people, it is literally on the basis of their own country. Yet for some stupid fucking reason, when people run for political office for president in our country, foreign policy keeps being at the top of the damn fucking, discussion. Why? Do they do that when they run for prime minister or whatever of their fucking countries? The president of France or whatever? Is America at the top of their list when they run for their country? No, as far as I know, they run for their country. So why the fuck do, when we run for our country, that we have to be caring about all of the other countries? We already babysit all these other countries. We've been babysitting them since World War I. We give them a goddamn allowance to help support their own countries that they can't fucking take care of. So we already take care of their fucking countries. They don't need to be at the top of our damn list. Americans need to be at the top of our list. Again, I don't care what fucking race you are. I don't care what gender you are. You could be a fucking unicorn, alien. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. As long as America comes first and you take care of us first, our resources, our people, our jobs. That's what I care about. The health of our people, the happiness of our people. That's all I give a shit about. Sorry. And let me point this out. The majority. I don't care what majority it is, as long as you are taking care of the majority of the country. I hate to tell you, those in the minority, I hate to tell you, as long as the country is doing well, the majority of the country is doing well, you can't please everybody. You can't. It is impossible. I've said this in numerous of my videos. It is absolutely impossible to take care and make everyone happy 100%. That is impossible. So as long as you take care of the majority of the country, I'm good with that. Our security, our resources, our jobs, our health care. I could care less about foreigners or anybody else. I could give a shit less. Sorry, you come from a piece of shit country. That's not our fault. We don't own Mexico. We don't own Honduras or Venezuela. That's not part of our country. Hate to say with Puerto Rico, you don't want us to get involved. You want all the benefits of being part of the United States, but you don't want to be part of the United States. So I hate to tell you, but fuck you too. You want to be a part of the United States? Then be a part of the United States. You don't get to have all the fucking benefits while not being a part of the United States. So I hate to tell you, but you count as foreigners too. You're a United States territory, but you're not part of the United States. Funny how y'all always brag about that until shit hits the fan, like these hurricanes and everything, and all of a sudden now, oh, we're part of the United States. You don't want to be a part of the United States any other fucking time, but when you need something, all of a sudden you're a part of the United States. You're like that fucking child that's like, Mommy, I don't need you, Mommy, Dad. I'm going to go out on my own. But while I'm out on my own, can continue to pay my allowance and my car note and my insurance and my health care and everything, but I don't need you. That's Puerto Rico. Any of y'all want to hate me over it? I don't give a fuck, because I'm not lying on any of the shit I'm saying. Everything that I'm saying, I'm speaking the fucking truth. You don't want to hear the truth? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You could talk bad about me all you want. Oh, you're a hater. You're a racist. It ain't got nothing to do about being, it has nothing to do with race. Hello? You notice my skin color? It ain't got nothing to do with fucking race. It has to do with the fact that America, period. America, fuck yeah. That's all there is to it.
Into a box saying we should turn our back to certain people because they have resources.
So, Linda, let me get your take on that exchange first of all, and then I'll ask you about another clip.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. I mean, look, Elizabeth Warren is just being on brand, right?
See what I mean? Why do you have two Democratic why can't you have a 1 and 1? Equal. You need two. He just gave his Democratic fucking point of view. It should automatically go to the Republican and then you get a fucking rebuttal, bitch. But no, you go right into the second Democrat person. Wow. You guys are just open, obvious, like just grotesquely obvious that y'all are political, even though you're supposed to be the press and you're supposed to be, just bipartisan. You're supposed to be just print the story. No, you guys are nothing but propaganda people just throwing out your agenda. That's all it is.
She has been railing against billionaires. She's been railing against money in politics.
Again, you notice how they use that keyword billionaires? Last time I fucking checked, I'm not even a millionaire. So all of you count into that. All of a sudden we're separating. See, let me say something. From those of us who are just getting by or poor or even the middle class, the 99% of the rest of the country, you are all rich. There's no difference to us between $1 million and $1 billion. We know it's more money, but to us, you're still fucking rich in the end. So I love how the choice of words you fuckers are using. The word billionaire. Like that makes Donald Trump evil because he's got the B word behind his name. To those of us, the M word still puts you on the bad side. Not necessarily the bad side, because I got an uncle who's a fucking millionaire. So I could, and he's a good person. So I could give a shit less about having the money. But for people with money attacking other people with money, you're all rich to us, all rich. So we can give a fuck less.
For as long as people who have seen her in the public eye can remember. And so it's just consistent with where she has been. And we've seen both the senator and the mayor exchange.
Whoa. But she, see how dumb you think we are? She wasn't going after Donald Trump in her fucking speech. She was going after Buttigieg, who is not a billionaire. See how they think how we're stupid? They think we're stupid. It's like, dude, she wasn't talking about Trump, bitch. She was talking about her opponent, Buttigieg. He's not a billionaire. She's richer than he is. But y'all notice how they just specifically say key things to try and lie to Democrats? And I tell you right now, if my friends were watching this, they would be agreeing. And I'd be like, whoa. No, let's pause it here. Is Buttigieg a billionaire? Well, that's who she was talking about. The whole discussion was talking about Buttigieg. That was who she was talking about. She wasn't talking about Donald Trump. She threw Donald Trump in there afterwards because she fucked up when she put the B word towards him. So she had to throw Donald Trump in there real quick. But it's like, bitch, weren't you talking about your opponent just a second ago? How did Donald Trump get into that?
A lot of jabs on the campaign trail in recent weeks on explicitly this issue. Mayor Pete's point is a valid one. We're in a state right now where you're basically saying you've got the people on the far left who have set certain litmus tests for who they believe should be a nominee for a president. And Mayor Pete is saying that we need to be representing everyone, we need to be inclusive, and we need to not be...
Oh my God, why is it that only you Democrats say that dumb phrase? We need to represent everyone. You can't represent everyone. It is impossible. It is impossible for anyone alive on this fucking planet to represent everyone. You're female. Do you represent me? No, because you're not a man. You're obviously Asian, so you're not black, so you don't represent black people. I mean, oh my God. Why is it only Democrats are the only ones who use that dumb, unrealistic phrase? Represent everyone. You can't represent everyone. That is factually impossible. Period.
Offering a purity test at a moment when the country is in such dire straits under the leadership of Donald Trump. They're both, I think, delivering very strong messages, and their bases will respond to them.
So Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar used that wine cave imagery to make an argument for campaign finance reform. Here's that clip.
I have never even been to a wine cave. I've been to the Wind Cave in South Dakota, which I suggest you go to. So what is making a case for progress about? That is what unites us up here instead of what divides us, which is campaign finance reform. That means passing a constitutional amendment to overturn Citizens United. It means making the first bill we pass when I am president will be H.R. 1, which is the ethics reform passed in the House, which is currently sitting on Mitch McConnell's desk along with 400 bills.
Oh my God, with their stupid commercials. Hold on. I don't want anybody seeing no damn commercials.
All right, so on this wine cave, I know, Antoine, you have something to say about that? I personally never heard of a wine cave before.
I'm going to give my friend Linda some advice. Wine cave in
There's a
South
picture of it.
Wine cave in South Carolina means liquor cabinet. Just for the record. I just want to know for the record. That's what that means. In South Carolina it means liquor cabinet. Just in case anyone was wondering if you've never been to a wine cave.
Okay, all right. You're like expanding the definition of what I have in my mind. All right, so Linda, back on the substance. Let me ask you about Senator Klobuchar's answer there. Is what she laid out there, that position.
And then she goes right back to her. Look at this. We're more than halfway through, and they still haven't gone to the fucking Republican yet. Evil Democrats. Fucking evil.
One that the other candidates on stage would support.
Well, I think that the other candidates in general would say at a 30,000 foot level that campaign finance reform is something that we ought to be moving towards. You know, there are folks on that stage who have at various points grappled with the idea of public financing, those kinds of ideas over the courses of their career. So I don't think that she would get a lot of folks pushing back on her. That said, she's talking about what to many viewers at home would view as a rather nuanced policy argument, whereas with Elizabeth Warren and Mayor Pete, it's just, I think, much more understandable when you're talking about billionaires putting money in and recipients who are standing there on stage. I mean, I think it's just a much more clear.
Again, millionaires too, bitch. Millionaires. Rich people. Rich people. Tom Cruise is not a fucking billionaire. He's a millionaire. Most of the people in Hollywood are not billionaires. They're millionaires. So we mean rich people in general, bitch. Fuck. Wow, now it's just billionaires. Okay, well, let's say that one of y'all happened to win the presidency and now a millionaire is sitting in the fucking presidency. Then the next person that comes up behind that, we need to get rid of fucking millionaires. See what happens? It's just stupid. Y'all are just fucking retarded and you're expecting the rest of us to be just as dumb as you.
Thing. I mean, campaign finance reform, when you start to dig into all of that, you're talking about campaign limits, you're talking about organizations being able to raise unlimited funds in order to support a candidate from the outside. And I have to wonder how many people back home actually understood what she was even talking about.
All right. Well, Leslie, let me ask you, if you are watching this from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue right now, are you seeing things that, especially as these candidates now really begin to go after each other, that could perhaps be useful? Because it's notable, at least I have to check in the last 5 minutes. I don't think we've seen the president tweet yet, have we?
It's so good. There's so much to offer in this debate. And the hypocrisy is probably the best part. They're bumping up against this idea of campaign finance or who's funding the campaigns when you have high net worth individuals standing on the stage trying to say that it's okay, in what sense, making your argument, it's okay that anybody wants to write a big check to my campaign. I openly welcome it. And on the other side is kind of the question of whether who are we? Because traditionally Democrats were out here talking about we're the party of small net worth, small donors. I mean, we only heard one time talking about small donors. Right. If you think about it, that used to be the talking point of the Democratic campaign. In contrast to Republicans, who are these big, fat cats sitting in a room. Now there's wine caves. I know, now we got to Google wine cave because I've never been to a wine cave. I'm Republican. I don't have a liquor cabinet. So,
Let me point something out real quick. During the time that both of the fucking Democrats were talking, did she say a word? Did the Republicans say anything? Did she interrupt? Did she butt in? Did she make a joke? No, she stayed quiet the entire fucking time. Yet when she's talking, this motherfucker can't sit still, keeps kind of leaning into her camera view and has to make a fucking comment. Democrats are fucking children. They are fucking just grown children in adult bodies. That's all they are.
I missed the boat on that one.
Me too. Okay.
So that's cool. We're not cool,
Yeah.
Whatever.
But the point is, we don't really.
No, it's always like
discussion.
it's hysterical because Republicans are always like the ones lambasted for all these big,
And now you're hearing on the Democratic side.
Now the Democrats are saying, no, I want to take the money.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a purity test.
Yeah.
It's what you're saying. So
why is he trying to interrupt her? She didn't interrupt him the entire fucking time he spoke. But all he wants to do is interrupt her. Oh my God, fucking Democrats. You watch any damn panel where it's Democrats and Republicans, and the Republicans have mostly and you look up any of these fucking panels, they mostly sit there and let the other people talk. But the moment they start talking, Democrats try to jump in every fucking time. Just rude.
So pick your choice. And again, on that part, it's quite interesting.
What are Democrats about?
What are Democrats about? But if I can, so you see that contrast. You see it's a fiery debate. You're also hearing these kind of very progressive ideas with no idea how you're going to pay for them, which is what's consistent with the other debates. But again, we all know I'm a fangirl of Amy Klobuchar. I am. Yeah. We all know that that's like a legitimate. I think she's making some extremely strong, cogent points.
Let me explain something here real quick. Because look at the quote. Billionaires in wine caves should not pick the next president. Well, I hate to tell you, Miss Elizabeth Warren, fucking Pocahontas, millionaires also shouldn't be picking the next president then, if you want to go with that. Because you got to realize, there's not that many billionaires in the world. There's not that million. There's more millionaires, but there's not that many compared to like us. So to tell you the truth, it should be people like us picking the next president. You are all in the minority. Billionaires and millionaires, you're all in the minority. You got more money, so what? You're still in the minority. So those of us who are the 99%, the majority of us, we're the real Americans. We're the ones that should be picking the next president. None of you rich people should. We should, because we're the ones that literally are touched by every little thing that happens. Healthcare, education. We don't get to pay for our kids' SAT scores. Rich people, Hollywood, hello? We don't get to pay for our kids to, fake their fucking SAT scores to go to these Ivy League colleges and all this other shit. We are the average Americans. So every little tiny thing like NAFTA didn't affect you rich people, but it affected us average Americans, by all of these factories from nationwide of the United States moving to fucking China, Mexico, India, and everywhere else. It affected average Americans. Didn't affect you rich people at all. Healthcare reform, who do you think it affects more? Us. Everything in this country affects us way more than it does you rich people. So, tell you the truth, you get us, I hate to say this, maybe it should be that way. When you get a certain amount of net worth, you shouldn't be allowed to run for president. How about that? How about that? Because you no longer represent the 99% anymore. You're now just this rich person. So yeah, maybe that's the way it should be run. And of course, term limits for fucking Congress with people. It should be fucking term limits. But yeah, the majority of us, we're the 99%. We're the ones that should be getting the benefits. We're the ones that are affected by everything. So we should be at the top of every discussion. Us 99%. So I hate to tell you, Elizabeth Warren and all you other millionaires and everything, none of y'all should be running. None of you. I mean, we can't get rid of Donald Trump because he at least is doing the job right now. You want to get rid of somebody that's actually doing the work? So, but he should be the last one. He should be the last rich person as president, period. He should be the last one. Let him get reelected again, because y'all ain't going to beat him. But he should be the last rich person to run for president. It should be one of us that run. The 99%. We should be running.
Substantive, talking about how to address everything from inclusion to political leadership. And most important thing I heard from her say, when she said she could win Minnesota, a state that the president almost won by 2 points, that's the part that Republicans stopped at. That's the part that Republicans say she knows what she's talking about. And her political calculation is exactly right. And then the last part I'll end with is, and you know who knows that's right? Joe Biden, the ghost up there. But Casper, haven't even heard from him, seen him. He's very quiet on stage and letting the others kind of take issue.
I think Joe Biden's having a hell of a night. In fact, I think this is the most packaged and well put together Joe Biden I've seen throughout every debate we've had to this point. And yes, he may not be making points that will give him gold stars on political report cards. However, he's been very consistent. He's been very measured in his response. He's been very captured.
Do you not just hear what you just said, dumbass? So he's not political, meaning he's not even making any points of why he should be president, but he should be president because he's very poised. And what the fuck? Dude, do you not even hear how you people, do you not even hear? Do the words not formulate in your mind before you open your mouths at all? Seriously. Do y'all not think before you open your mouth? You literally just said, you basically just said to me, he shouldn't be president because he's not given any talking points to be president, but because he's quiet and poised and all of a sudden he should run. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, folks, I'm done with this video because it's just stupid. Warren is a dumbass bitch, fucking Pocahontas. She's stupid as shit, trying to attack billionaires when people like me, us 99% people, are saying, well, your bitch ass is a fucking millionaire. You shouldn't be running either. Fuck you. So anyway, let me get on to the next video. Man, I'm trying to cut these down, people. Trying to cut these videos down. But I will talk to y'all in the next one coming up soon.